need somebody. Lord, it look like.
Hey everybody, it's Krista, aka Behaminista, aka Gudisha, aka your carnival fairy godmother. Here to bring you a little bit of a recap from Miami Carnival 2019. Y'all, I don't know, I really had a good time this Miami Carnival. There were definitely some highs, there were definitely some lows. So it wasn't all perfect. I'm not gonna give you all this whole glamorized, come to Miami Carnival, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but the Phats that I went to were Entice and the Scorch Hybrid Package, which is inclusive of Duckwork, Big Fat Block Party, also Scorch and Spice, and Bacchanal Beach. And I tried to insert a little bit of culture in there because I feel like for the past year, I've just been fat over and over and kind of losing myself in what the true meaning of mass is. So yeah, I was able to go to Kitty's parade. And
the name of the company, African with Total Gas Theater. But be careful, please. They're like the only ones dancing.
So forgive me, I do not know all the logistics of the Kitty's parade. I do not specifically know how to get your kids in a van, this, that, and the third, but I just know they were so cute. I definitely am gonna go back again next year just because I didn't know what to expect from this Miami Carnival as a whole. Went in not knowing what to expect, and when I went to Kitty's, I don't know, it just made me feel like, okay, I was ready to hit the road. I was ready to go on the road. And after seeing the kids in their costumes and crossing the stage and just all the details coming together and stuff like that, and just how cute they were, I was, you know, reinvigorated to go and play mass in Miami, if that makes sense. But see, I feel like that invigoration just came from doing something different. Also seeing the actual culture, being impressed on younger children and the younger generation, and just seeing it from a different perspective as opposed to pump all over and all the time and, you know, blase. Anyway, after that was Entice. Well, actually Kitty's is actually a whole week before Miami Carnival, so fast forward a whole weekend. Over Thursday night, Miami Carnival Thursday night, we went to Entice, all black, experienced Nirvana, Skinny Fabulous, say hi to artists. It is probably one of the cheapest or most affordable warm-up parties or starter parties for Miami Carnival. I went last year, I went the year before last, and there's definitely been a progression. I feel like out of all 3 years, the first year I went and this year was probably best. The drinks was pretty strong. I saw a lot of my friends. I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I'll just let y'all see the footage. Here's the footages.
Boom! All the fans of soca. Let me see you put your hands in the air right now and push them up and up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. Everybody hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands gone up and up, up and up, up and up. The press go. Anytime I have alcohol, sing to me. I just have a
He over there fretting, you over here stressing. When there's only one you have to live. Say, don't really wanna intervene, but then you come here with your, she said.
My life is happy. And I'm singing it now. And I'm giving it now. So we don't got no time for it. If you feel it.
All the people from the islands, from the Bahamians to the crew.
Anyway, so I recovered. I promise. I got my nails done and everything. After that was Miami Carnival Friday. So we were supposed to go to Panorama, but that didn't pan out just because the weather was looking a little shaky. Plus, all these events just crammed together. I really need to do a better job at figuring out my schedule for next year, because I do want to insert some more cultural events and whatnot. So definitely next year for Panorama. But we ended up going to Duckwork. And then big fat block party. And what I can say about Duckwork is it's always seemed, this is the second year I've been to Duckwork, and I always had like a false impression of it, you know, Duckwork being like a stush party, this, that, and the third. I guess I didn't go to the party when it was, you know, stush. But I really like Duckwork. I think it's a good Friday fete. The crowd seems to come alive, especially in front of the stage, and it's always crowded, and the drinks weren't too bad. Like, bar service wasn't too bad, getting there wasn't too bad. I think Duckwork was, especially the music was really good. Let me just say that. Kevin Crown, I love how he DJs, especially when he DJs soca, not rap. But that's just a preference, you know. But I just love how he mixes music and get the crowd hype, especially he's like a hype man and a DJ at the same time. So like, that was one of the high points. I didn't really have any low points about Duckwork. I thought it was a pretty decent fete for Friday night. And I definitely would recommend anybody to go. Would I go next year? If I don't want to try something new, I probably will end up back at Duckwork. After Duckwork, we went to Big Fat Block Party, and let me tell you, I think Big Fat Block Party has always been a favorite party of mine for years. Like, when it was out, well, this year was indoor because big up Scorch and hybrid events, but putting this event indoors, especially with all the rain being all crazy and whoosh, you know, like, ugh, mucky. So they moved it into a warehouse. And you know, this is probably the only indoor fete I have done for the entire year. Anywhere I've gone, everywhere has been on a boat, on a beach, outdoors, in a field. The drinks were good, they were decent. We got there pretty early and they weren't quite ready yet, but you know, Caribbean people. But I saw a lot of my friends again. You know what, I'm starting to think twice about going to fete solo, because it's so much more fun when you have friends, which is a given, but sometimes your friends don't want to go everywhere you go. But anyway, whatever. We did Big Fat Block Party. There were performances. Shal Marshall, I think somebody else performed, but I don't know who, because I particularly don't like performances, especially if I've been hearing your song a million times over. But the vibes and the music, I feel, was a lot more varied. The only question mark I had was why these two girls, techno girls, was on the stage. Well, they could have had like costume models or carnival costumes or whatever, but that's another discussion for another day.
Skinny fabulous. Together, Marshall. We don't see color. Together. a fresh world.
Together, 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 together,
Cause when we
together.
roll, we don't roll alone.
Say anywhere that we go, you feel no.
I'm moving up here with me, family. With me, family. When we come to play, we mash up back, turn up dance me like a hammer.
Cause everybody jumping up together, jumping up together, together, mashing up together, mashing up together, together, waving up together, waving up together, together, jumping up together. Jumping up together, 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 waving up together, 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 together. We don't see skin, we don't see color, we see strength, we see power, we don't see race, one or the other. Once he is breathing on this earth, he is my brother.
Well, even if we fall out, brethren, we go all out. We will never cross the family, them fall us sprawl out.
And after big fat block, what did we do? We went to sleep because I was tired. I'm so tired, y'all. I need a vacation. Carnival Saturday. Oh, Juve, the official Miami Carnival Juve. So we get there in a good, decent amount of time. Officially was playing with Duddy Rebel, but also wanted to see Juve as a whole. And, you know, Duddy Rebel was, you know, for their first year, basically, because I think they were a section in Red Ants last year. And technically, I just went out to Juve last year, you know, as a quote-unquote spectator or whatever. But this time, we played under Duddy Rebel. The only complaint I have about Duddy Rebel is the fact that the bar situation for such a small group of people in a Juve band was just so slow. I understand they can't serve liquor when the truck is moving, but the truck seemed to be moving every second. I don't know what can be done to prevent that or change it, but it was a bit annoying. People was getting upset, this, that, and the third. So we kind of gave up on liquor and stuff like that. And then when they did serve you, the drinks weren't all that strong. In my opinion, I guess it just depended on which bartender you went to. And I know for sure a lot of people came and messaged me like, I am so disappointed with the drink situation with Duddy Rebel. So I was just like, okay. We did some exploring. And when, you know, like just, I feel like Juve is a free-for-all. Like, you literally could buy a package, but it really just depends on you, what you want to do and what you want to see. There's like the jab section. There's like, you know, specific trucks for specific islands, you know, different bands, play different music. I definitely think Duddy Rebel was okay for their first year. Let me just say that. I know there's kinks with everything, but there could definitely be some more improvements. I think the music could have a little bit more improvement too, but you know, what my perspective is may be different for somebody else, because I've been to a lot of small island carnivals this year and I've been like immersed into the music. So it's like some people may not know it and don't care or not realize that there's more music out there. So I just feel like the DJs and the drink situation need to be fixed. I did not get food. But that's my fault, not Duddy Rebel's. But yeah, other than that, Juve was definitely a time. I had a really good time hopping from one band to the next just to, you know, check everything out. And yeah.
Strange behavior. Crazy people. Powder and flour in the air. Mess it up. Dirty up. Oh yeah. What's that? Crazy people jumping up in the van. All kind of different things they have in their hand. like we have insurance. And tear down everything like we have insurance. We gon' shell out everything like we have insurance. When crazy people reach up, they have insurance. Cause we have endurance. We gon' mash it up and buy back. Tear down and build back. Mash it up and buy back. Tear down and build back. We gon' mash it up and buy back. Tear down and build back. Mash it up and buy back. Break it down, red, rum. Yes, make a mess in the place. Mess up, we don't hang our behavior. Yes, that do not see the place. Yes, the fuck it up with the powder. Yes, make a mess in the place. Mess up, we don't hang our behavior. Yes, that do not see the place. Yes, the anywhere we go, the place nasty up. Dirty up, we gon' fuck it up. Try with the powder anywhere we go, the place nasty up. Dirty up, we gon' fuck it up. Try with the powder anywhere we go, it's a mess. It's mass, we plain, so don't complain. Can you mash up to pieces soon as we reach in? It's rags, it's flames, it's powder up in the air. One set of crazy people dropping off in the van. All kind of different thing they have in their hand. They jumping up and down.
So just FYI, pick up from Revelation, and my costume was absolutely perfect. I'm not even exaggerating, it was. Yeah, it was organized, it was seamless, it was quick in and out, got everything on time, got everything that I needed. Not even a huge crowd, just because they are so efficient. And I love my costume. I had a little bit of a doubt that it would overpower my small frame just because there were so many pieces, but it was perfect. It was perfection, and I'm so glad I picked Phantom Flora. I really wanted something pink and pretty and fairy-like, and that's what Rebel Nation gave me in Phantom Flora. I'm so glad I picked it. So we got to the road. They were already serving drinks. They had snacks for everybody, vegan snacks. Beef, if you eat beef, chicken, that kind of thing, seafood stuff, fish cakes, I believe, and other things. I didn't try all of them. And then we headed out into the road. Now, the only issue I had was I could see the Stormers inside the crowd, just like inching up with us, waiting to get into the gate. And I don't know if it's Rebel's responsibility or just the guys who are at the gate to let only masqueraders in, but Lord. And some of my good friends are Stormers, but come on, y'all, like seriously. Anyway, we get on the road. Initially, the first DJ was amazing. Like he set the tone. I don't know who he is, but if someone could comment under this video and let me know, then like it was just Then going into it, like I felt like whoever the other DJs were definitely playing the same music, because I felt like I heard the same set of songs 2 or 3 times. And I don't know what was going on. I don't even want to know. But I did meet up with some friends in another band, because at a certain point in Miami Carnival, the bands or masqueraders just start going back and forth anyway. So met some friends in another band, took some pictures, this, that, and the third. Then the music started to hype up again. So for me, the DJs and the music on the road was like a little bit of a roller coaster. You're going up and then down, up and then down, up and then down. And I felt like it could have been better, because I know Rebel Nation music has been better from previous years, from even the first year. Like I feel like nothing could top, well, obviously it's the first year, but nothing could top the first year DJs. Like they just was licking off everything. So it's like, when you know something could be great and you get, anyway. Then Skinny Fabulous and Shensia started to perform. And just when the crowd was at a peak, Shensia, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, I love Shensia. I love her to death. Like, I love Sheng Yang Anthem. I sing that religiously. But I just felt like it was a mood. It was like a buzzkill. Like, we were so high, and then we had to listen to somebody perform. And I don't have nothing against performance. It's just that when I've heard your song over and over again, like, listening to it on a DJ set versus listening to it live, it's like, I don't know, unless I paid to go to a concert, that kind of way. But I feel like there's only certain performers that could keep the hype, especially in a carnival environment. And I'm just being honest, I just feel like the vibes have been up and down certain years or throughout the route and stuff like that, but I know what they are capable of, so that's my band. I'm sticking with my band. My costume is still kind of in one piece. The only pieces I probably lost were my leg pieces, just because people kept running into them. But my backpack's here. But yeah, I know I'm talking a lot. Ooh, the footages.
I heard that. I heard it. It's probably
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They want to know about soca. Music to lose it. They like when Phat turn over. Soca could prove it. This is the way that we Phat and the way that we live with life. Yeah, this is the way that we live. This music is paradise. Yeah, on the road with the drugs and 100,000 coming down. Pretty girls in costumes looking so good. Oh, mama. This is the way we live with life. You can't tell we know, nah. So when they come with a question, then we tell them this.
Ou ka mande mwen pou ki yon ka souri. Mizik an nou ka chalere la vie. Denge 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 deng danga danga de. Chérie, oh, oh, yeah. Dansez, dansez, dansez with me, baby. Fini danser avec moi. Comme t'es Khalil, danse with me. Dansez, dansez, dansez with me, darling. Fini danser avec moi. Comme t'es Khalil, danse with me. All I want is sweetness, baby. Why don't you come sweet me, honey? Fire in your waist, baby. Why don't you come burn me, honey? Voulez-vous, 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 voulez-vous danser avec moi? Voulez-vous, 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 voulez-vous danser avec moi? Dansez, dansez, dansez with me, baby. Fini danser avec moi. Comme t'es Khalil, dance with me. Dansez, dansez, dansez with me, darling. Fini danser avec moi. Comme t'es Khalil, dance with me.
Yo, wetty. We mad again. We mad again. Please come mad up now. Anyway, anyhow. No girl getting low, cause I had 10 drinks in a row. Head bad and a proud. Real mass in a crowd. Vibes high like a cloud. And the whole place getting loud. Ruction! Do me a favor, don't tell me about behavior. Do me a favor, don't put me in.
Thank God for life. Look in the mirror, say bitch, I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Bitch, I'm the best, 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 best. Way too blessed, 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 blessed. Hey, look it. No matter where you try, you can never be me, never I. Keep heading from the side, maybe take this blood clot worldwide, wide.
So what is it? We don't roll alone. Anywhere that we go, come on, baby, with me. With me, family.
Do me a favor, don't tell me about behavior. Do me a favor, yo why? Last time that I check, we just mash up all Phat. Last time that I check, whole party get wrecked. Last time that I check, everybody in sweat. Last time that I check, only police upset. Bottle of rum in me.
Start to run.
Man, I hope they could take this. And straight the back
Start to run.
It's Ransdale, it's Hansdale, it's Isley, it's
You are the baddest, them can't tell you nothing, so give them your attitude. Go behind the truck! We going outside the venue. Oh shit, Omen.
Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. Call my mother for me. My head bad. Hey, somebody call my mother.